Sunday, which marks the first day of Holy Week, is called Palm Sunday. Jesus' disciples brought a donkey and colt to him, and on that young colt, Jesus rode into Jerusalem. While entering, Matthew 21 says that a very large crowd spread their cloaks on the road, while others cut branches from the trees and spread them on the road. The crowds that went ahead of him and those that followed shouted, "Hosanna to the Son of David. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest heaven." See, when Jesus entered Jerusalem, the whole city, the text says, was stirred and asked, "Who is this?" On this Palm Sunday, we want to invite you to place yourself into the story. You stand anxiously along the path as you wait for him to come closer. The sound of palm branches lowering grows louder with every step. The collective shouts of Hosanna are deafening. The energy is exhilarating. It is Jesus, the man you've heard so much about, but is still such a mystery. It comes time for him to pass by, and it all kind of feels like a blur. As you lay down the palm leaves, the expectation of what he will do soon rises. You celebrate shouting, "Hosanna to the Son of David," as he moves toward the city of David. Hosanna in the highest as your expectations heighten. See, if you lived in that time, you expected a violent revolt in the coming days. You expected for him to take his rightful place of power. You expected liberation from your circumstances and freedom from your oppression in the way that the kings of this world kind of exact their power. But as the week goes on, it looks less and less like you expected. See, the week began with glorious shouts, but it ended with just a gut-wrenching grief. If there were a verse that so profoundly expresses the tension of Holy Week, especially on Palm Sunday, it would be Proverbs 3:5. "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding." Because when we lean onto ourselves, we're bound to break. See, this is the tension of Palm Sunday. To trust our own heart, to lean into our own understanding, to celebrate our temporary expectations, our fleeting feelings, more than our everlasting King. This is the tension of Holy Week. To place our man-made solutions on a God-sized problem, and the tension, it really lives in us all. See, Palm Sunday is so much more than just laying down branches. It's about laying down expectations. To lay down our Palm Sunday expectations on this Good Friday world and experience once again the hope of a resurrected Jesus. And maybe tonight that's the best thing we could do all together as we welcome Holy Week. To trust Jesus completely with whatever you're facing, outside of your feelings or your understanding. To trust completely that he's moving more than your expectations might tell you. And even to lay down those expectations, believing that he is working all things out for your good and his glory. So on this week where we celebrate the one who set apart his life for us, we don't want you to miss this. You've been called to a set apart life, and that's what we're going to focus on this Holy Week. You've been called to a life that is bigger than your own expectations, plans, or dreams, and it starts with laying everything down before Jesus and joining those on that first Palm Sunday and saying that Jesus really truly is the one we've always longed for. He has walked among us, and he has come to save us.